Believe it or not, it's been 20 years since the first ever V8-powered Vantage rolled off Aston Martin's production lines. The name had been used before, but that was the first time the Vantage became a standalone model and gave birth to a bloodline that successfully endures to this day, despite some troubled times along the way. A year after the standard Vantage was introduced, Aston released the Roadster version, kicking off the tradition of accompanying one with the other. A tradition that was picked up recently, after the open-top variant of the newest Vantage coupe, introduced last year, broke cover. You'd be inclined to believe this is basically the same car presented last year, only with the option of bringing the top down. In some respects, it is, because it does share the mechanical bits with the coupe version, but deep down there are enough differences, including the fact that the two have been designed at the same time rather than one after the other, to make them very different rides. The front-engine, rear-wheel drive convertible Vantage is built around an aluminum structure, with composite body panels coming together to form the unmistakable shape of the British beauty. And its heart is not any less impressive either. Behind the large front grille, which is supposed to offer 30% more airflow than before, Aston hid the 4.0-liter V8 twin-turbo we all know and love. Compared to the previous version, it's also a lot more powerful than before, bringing an extra 153 horsepower and 115 Nm of torque to the table. The increase was made possible by deploying a set of larger turbochargers, revised camshaft profiles, and an improved compression ratio. Adding to the existing Troupe, this Vantage's total power now rises to a total of 656 horsepower and 800 Nm of torque. These values are carefully put to work by an 8-speed paddle-shift transmission and sent to the rear wheels alone by means of an electronically controlled limited-slip differential. The performance numbers are the same as in the coupe version, meaning a top speed of 202 miles per hour and an acceleration time from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. The two versions of the Vantage also share the same suspension system, which is a collection of hardware that includes unequal-length double wishbones at the front, a multi-link axle at the rear, coil springs, and Bilstein DTX adaptive dampers. The impressive array of safety systems deployed in the coupe can be found in the convertible as well, including the advanced traction control with 8 distinct settings, 6-axis sensors that govern the operation of the ESP system, and the active vehicle dynamics. The biggest difference between the two Vantage models can be found, naturally, up top. The convertible relies on a roof that can be removed on command, and it can do that at speeds of up to 31 miles per hour. It takes just 6.8 seconds for the roof to get out of the way, something that makes it, according to Aston Martin, the fastest electric folding convertible roof on sale today. That's partially because it has been designed as a Z-fold rather than a conventional K-fold, something that at the same time makes it lighter. When it comes to convertibles, weight is something to be concerned about, especially when there is a standard version in the game. Using this special roof design, but also by removing the tonneau cover and performing all sorts of other gimmicks, the Brits managed to increase the weight of the Roadster over the coupe by just 132 pounds. Regardless of whether the roof is on or off, the interior of the Vantage treats us to the usual luxury we're used to from Aston Martin, backed by the most recent infotainment systems, made in-house, and a perfect balance between touchscreens and physical switches. As standard, the convertible comes equipped with an 11-speaker sound system made by Aston, but can be spec'd optionally with Bowers and Wilkins gear. The new Aston Martin Vantage Roadster will arrive on the market in the second quarter of the year, selling for prices that have not been disclosed and joining a lineup the company likes to describe as being the most capable, comprehensive and desirable product line in its history. The model will be offered with countless customization options, including 3 new colors that have been thrown on the table: iridescent sapphire, satin iridescent sapphire, and bronze flare. That's for the bodywork, as the roof is available in black, red, blue, or black and silver. The top thus perfectly contrasts the shine of the ride's wheels, which can be had in no less than 4 styles, all of them sized at 21 inches and wrapped in purpose-made Michelin Pilot Sport S5 tires, meaning they have been tuned by Aston Martin with a compound that's supposed to be tailored to the specific requirements of the Vantage.